Everyone is so busy talking about Tiffany, Cartier, and Pandora that they have completely missed 5 jewelry brands quietly delivering more value per dollar than anything you will find at the mall. These are not luxury brands. They are not famous brands. They are not on the side of any bus or in any Super Bowl commercial, and that is exactly why they are absolute gold mines. Here is the math that makes this video matter. The average woman in America spends between $500 and $1,000 on jewelry every year. Most of that money goes to brands with massive marketing budgets that put a huge portion of every dollar into advertising and packaging. The 5 brands on this list flip that ratio, putting more value into the actual gold, stones, and craftsmanship rather than massive advertising budgets. The branding budget is whatever is left over. Today we are breaking down 5 cheap jewelry brands that everyone ignores, but they are absolute gold mines. By the end of this video, you will have a shopping list that makes your jewelry box look more expensive than it is, and one of these brands sells real diamonds at prices that should be illegal. Before we start, here is what makes a brand a gold mine in this category. It needs to use real materials, not plated alternatives that wear off in 6 months. It needs to price honestly, with a much smaller markup than what you see at chain stores. It needs to be transparent about what is actually inside the box. And it needs to deliver pieces that hold up for years of daily wear, not seasons. The brands on this list all check those boxes. Most jewelry brands you have heard of do not. There is one more thing to understand before we begin. The word cheap in the title of this video is not an insult. It is the highest compliment in fine jewelry because cheap and good almost never meet. These 5 brands are the rare exception. They sell jewelry at prices that should not be possible given the materials, and they make it work by cutting out the things you do not need. The celebrity endorsements, the Fifth Avenue real estate, the magazine spreads, the seasonal repackaging campaigns. What is left is the piece itself, priced fairly and delivered without theater. Brand number 1. Mejuri, the Toronto-based direct-to-consumer brand that quietly built one of the most loyal customer bases in modern jewelry. Mejuri sells solid 14-karat gold pieces, sterling silver, and gold vermeil at price points most fine jewelry brands cannot touch. A solid 14-karat gold pendant at Mejuri typically runs between $250 and $450. The same style at Tiffany or traditional retailers is noticeably more expensive, often climbing into the $500 to $900 range. The gold is identical, and the craftsmanship is comparable. The difference is that Mejuri operates on a 3 to 5 times markup over manufacturing cost. Most mall and traditional jewelry brands operate on 6 to 12 times, sometimes higher. What makes Mejuri a gold mine is the consistency. The brand publishes the gold weight on most products, and they offer a 1-year warranty. They use third-party metallurgical testing. The pieces are designed in Toronto and made in workshops across Asia and North America, with real quality controls. Their best-selling croissant dome ring, their thin huggy hoops, and their tiny diamond studs are pieces women buy once and wear for a decade. Mejuri is not the cheapest jewelry on this list. It is the cheapest fine jewelry on this list, and there is a real difference. Here is the test that proves it. Pull up a Tiffany sterling silver bracelet next to a Mejuri sterling silver bracelet of comparable design. Same metal, same weight, same finishing. The Tiffany piece is several times more expensive. You are not getting better silver at Tiffany, you are getting a more famous box. Brand number 2. Catbird. The Brooklyn workshop where most of the jewelry is made by hand, in the same building where it is designed. Most jewelry brands outsource production to factories on the other side of the world. Catbird does the opposite. The brand makes its pieces by hand in its own Brooklyn workshop, using recycled gold and ethically sourced stones. A Catbird ring in 14-karat gold with a small diamond costs $300 to $600. The gold weight is honest. The stone is real. The setting was done by a person who could give you their name if you asked. What makes Catbird a gold mine is the design philosophy. Every piece is intentionally minimal, built for stacking and layering, and designed to be worn every day without being taken off. Their signature threadbare rings and sweet-nothing earrings have become cult favorites, not because of paid celebrity placements, but because of how the pieces feel on the body. The threadbare ring in particular has become one of the most collected stacking rings in modern fine jewelry, and Catbird sells thousands of them every month with almost zero traditional advertising. The brand also runs one of the most beloved permanent welded jewelry programs in America. You walk in, pick a chain, sit at a counter, and a jeweler welds the bracelet directly onto your wrist. No clasp, no way to take it off. It stays there until you cut it. Couples do it. Best friends do it. Mothers and daughters do it. The starting price is around $100 for a sterling silver welded bracelet, and a few $100s for solid gold. It is one of the few jewelry experiences in America that feels like an actual moment instead of a transaction. Catbird is what happens when a jewelry brand cares more about the object than the logo. And in a market full of brands shouting their names from billboards, that quiet confidence is the rarest thing of all. Brand number 3. Astrid and Miyu. The London brand that understands one thing better than almost any competitor on earth: layering. Astrid and Miyu specialize in stackable, layerable, mix-and-match jewelry designed for women who wear multiple pieces at once. Earring stacks, ring stacks, necklace layers, single charms collected over years. The brand uses solid 14-karat gold for its premium line and recycled sterling silver plated with 18-karat gold for its more accessible options. Prices start around $50 for sterling silver and climb to $400 for solid gold pieces with diamonds. Their stores offer permanent welded bracelets, professional ear piercing in clean studio settings with proper aftercare, and free styling consultations. They have over 3,000 reviews on Trustpilot, and the average rating is among the highest in fine jewelry retail. For a brand most American women have never heard of, that level of consistency is remarkable. Walk into any Astrid and Miyu store, and you understand why they have survived in a saturated market while bigger brands collapsed. The brand opened its first United States store in Los Angeles in 2025, which means most American women are about to discover them for the first time. If you are reading this in early 2026, you are getting in before the rest of the country does. The pricing has not adjusted upward yet to reflect the American market, which means right now is genuinely the best window to buy. Their hero pieces are worth knowing by name. The Trinity stacking set in solid gold runs around $250. The Curation chain earrings, which are designed to look like multiple piercings without actually requiring them, run about $150 for sterling silver. The pearl drop earrings in solid gold start around $180. None of these prices match what you would pay for similar quality at a chain store. None. If you are taking notes, subscribe. The next 2 brands on this list are even more underrated than the first 3, and the last one sells real diamonds at prices that should be illegal. The 4th brand has the Duchess of Cambridge as an unpaid fan, and the 5th brand sells more carats per year than most jewelry chains in America. Brand number 4. Missoma. The London-based brand that quietly built one of the most influential fine jewelry catalogs in the world. without spending a dollar on traditional advertising. Founded in 2008, Missoma sells gold vermeil, solid gold, and sterling silver pieces at prices that consistently undercut competitors for comparable quality. The brand's signature is its use of semi-precious stones, Baroque pearls, and coin medallion designs that look like they belong in a museum gift shop for a civilization that knew how to accessorize. A gold vermeil pendant at Missoma retails for around $120. The same pendant at a traditional jeweler runs 3 to 4 times that. What makes Missoma a gold mine is the brand's discipline. Their margins are transparent. They publish material information openly. The Duchess of Cambridge wore Missoma pieces repeatedly before the brand paid a single dollar for celebrity placement. The exposure was earned, not bought. In a category dominated by brands that survive on marketing budgets, Missoma proved you can build a global jewelry following on quality alone. If you want pieces that look more expensive than they are, deliver real gold value, and have actual design heritage despite being just over 17 years old, this is the brand to remember. The Lucy Williams collaboration collection is worth a special mention. Lucy Williams is one of the most respected British fashion editors of the past decade, and her collection with Missoma has set the visual standard for layered fine jewelry in modern women's wardrobes. The pieces are gold vermeil and solid gold, with prices ranging from $100 to $500, depending on whether you choose vermeil or solid construction. The look is so distinctive that fashion editors at major magazines have built entire styling articles around the pieces. Missoma is not for everyone. The aesthetic is decidedly editorial, leaning toward the rarefied and unusual rather than the safe and conventional. But for women who want jewelry that feels considered rather than mass-produced, Missoma delivers consistently. The brand's growth in the United States has been driven entirely by word of mouth, which is the highest compliment any jewelry brand can earn. Brand number 5. Costco. Yes, really. Costco. Stop laughing. Costco is the single most underrated diamond and fine jewelry retailer in America, and most buyers have no idea. The membership warehouse store sells GIA certified diamond rings, solid 14 karat and 18 karat gold, real precious stones, and pearl necklaces at margins so low they would be impossible at any traditional jewelry retailer. A pair of diamond studs with a 1 carat total weight, set in 14 karat gold, costs around $800 to $1,500 at Costco. The same pair at Kay or Zales costs 1.5 to 2 times as much. The same diamond quality at Tiffany costs 3 to 4 times as much. The reason Costco can do this is structural. Jewelry is not a profit center for them. They use it as a category to drive membership renewals. The markups are kept deliberately low to make members feel they got something extraordinary. Every diamond above a certain size carries an independent GIA certification. Returns are generous. The 14 karat gold chains are real 14 karat gold, not plated. The pearls are cultured but real. Here is the part that makes most buyers laugh until they actually compare. A 2 karat total weight diamond tennis bracelet at Costco runs around $4,000 to $6,500. The same quality at chain stores often costs $5,000 to $9,000, and at Tiffany, significantly more. Multiple jewelry industry insiders have admitted on record that Costco regularly sells diamonds at prices below what wholesale dealers can match. That is not an exaggeration. That is the structural advantage of being a warehouse club that does not need to make money on any single product. Costco is the gold mine that hides in plain sight because nobody expects fine jewelry from the same place that sells 30-pound bags of rice. That mismatch is exactly why the prices are this good. There is no aspirational marketing. There are no Fifth Avenue stores. There is just the math, and the math is in your favor. So why have you not heard of these 5 brands the way you have heard of Tiffany or Pandora? Simple. They do not run Super Bowl commercials. They do not put their logos on celebrity wrists for paid promotions. They do not buy windows on Fifth Avenue. Instead, they invest in materials, craftsmanship, and quality control. 3 of them are direct-to-consumer brands that bypass traditional retail markups entirely. 1 is a Brooklyn workshop. 1 is a warehouse club. None of them care about being famous. They care about being good. Here is the framework for spotting more brands like these on your own. First, look for brands that publish gold weight, stone certifications, and material details on every product page. If they hide it, walk away. Second, compare price to material value. If a sterling silver piece costs more than 5 times the silver content, you are paying for marketing. Third, look for warranty terms in plain language, not legal disclaimers designed to deny claims. The brands on this list pass all 3 tests. Most brands you see in shopping mall windows do not. The 4th question is the one nobody asks, but should. Where does the brand spend its money? You can usually tell from a brand's Instagram feed and homepage. If the photography is shot in famous restaurants, on celebrities, or in elaborate sets, that money came from somewhere. It came from the price of your jewelry. The brands on this list shoot their products on flat backdrops, on real customers, or in their own workshops. The money that other brands spend on celebrity photography goes into the gold instead. The 5th and final question is whether you can name a real person who works at the brand. With Mejuri, you can name the founder Noura Sakiha. With Catbird, you can name founder Roni Vardi. With Astrid and Miyu, you can name founder Connie Nam. With Missoma, you can name founder Marisa Hordern. With Costco, there is no single founder, but there is a transparent corporate structure that has not fundamentally changed in 40 years. Big brands hide behind logos. Goldmine brands have human beings behind them. That is not a coincidence. It is the entire point. The 5 brands on this list are not secrets. They are not insider information. They are public companies with public websites that anyone in America can buy from today. They are simply ignored because the jewelry industry spends billions of dollars every year teaching consumers to look at the wrong brands. Now you know which brands to look at instead. The next time you reach for your wallet for a piece of jewelry, this is the list to remember. The savings will surprise you. The quality will not disappoint you. And the satisfaction of knowing exactly what you are paying for is worth more than any logo on any box. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 brands you would buy from first. And if you know a hidden gem brand that deserves to be on this list, drop the name. The best ones might end up in a future video. If this gave you something new to explore, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.